Hi, you just caught me getting ready for Christmas. That's right, it's Christmas in July. You guys know that I love to crochet Christmas blankets. Usually I run a Christmas cow in the fall where we crochet along a Christmas blanket together. But did you know that I usually start crocheting those by July? That's right. It's never too early to start a crochet blanket, so you have it done in time for the Christmas season. I'm really excited to share with you 16 crochet blankets that you can start this July. There's a lot of different styles, yarn weights, themes, etc. that will get you excited to crochet for this Christmas holiday season. You can find the whole list on my website using the link found in the description box below. First up on the list is the Mosaic Nordic Cow. This is the winter crochet along that I ran in 2022. This was a collaborative cow that was hosted by me and designed by myself and a handful of other designers. It is a beautiful overlay mosaic crochet blanket. This pattern is perfect for any beginner that's learning how to crochet mosaic. The first section of this crochet along is just a simple cross, the hug cross section. Just a really easy, simple repeat that will get you crocheting mosaic in no time. Now, all of these charts are still free on the designer's websites, or you can purchase the whole ebook and get written instructions and all that as well. This blanket uses worsted weight yarn in a size H 5mm hook. If you don't know how to crochet mosaic, no worries. I give you a bunch of tips and tricks within the website on how to do mosaic crochet. Hope you make this blanket and let me know down below if you do. The next blanket is the Snowflake Hexagon blanket designed by the Purple Poncho. This blanket is perfect to crochet up starting in July during these hot months because it is a bunch of hexagon motifs that you'll seam together at the end. So whether you're at the pool or at an outdoor party with friends, you can be crocheting up these hexagons in Christmassy colors and then seam them all together once you have a nice big pile of these hexagons. The Snowflake Hexagon blanket uses worsted weight number 4 yarn and a size J 6mm hook. Madam Stitch designed this next blanket. It is the Christmas Bobble baby blanket. Of course, if you know Madam Stitch at all, you know that she loves granny squares, so this baby blanket is granny square themed. It is one big square that you crochet from the center out. This eye-catching baby blanket crochet pattern really just catches the eye with different textures and will make any baby feeling nice and cozy this Christmas. To crochet up this blanket, you're going to need DK weight yarn in a size H 5mm hook. Up next is the Fireside Stitch Sampler crochet blanket. This was designed by Nana's Crafty Home. This is another one of those from the center out blanket. And each round of this blanket uses a different stitch. It's a nice stitch sampler blanket. And as you go around, kind of each different section tells a different story about Christmas time. Whether it's chopping down a Christmas tree or wrapping up packages with brown paper, this blanket is sure to remind you of those Christmas traditions. Even the most experienced crocheter will love to crochet this blanket just because of the variety of stitches that's included in the sampler. This blanket calls for worsted weight yarn and a G+ hook, that's 4.5mm. Make sure you add the Nordic Star blanket onto your list. This is another crochet along that I ran in 2023. It is a paid pattern, but it is gorgeous, if I do say so myself. I designed this pattern with overlay mosaic crochet, and it is a stunning heirloom piece that will be passed down for generations and generations. You can keep it for your own family or gift it to another friend and family. I designed this blanket in blue. You can use traditional Christmas colors if you wish, but the blue just reminded me more of like a nice winter blanket that you could leave up all winter long. This blanket uses a worsted weight yarn and a G+ 4.5mm hook. Joy to the world. Thank you for that little intermission as I sang a little Christmas carol. But speaking of joy to the world, the next blanket I have for you is from Nana's Crafty Home yet again, and it is the Joy to the World Tapestry Crochet Blanket. Now this blanket uses tapestry crochet, which is a colorwork technique. You carry the yarn with you as you go and crochet this blanket. It also features some intarsia technique as well. If you don't know how to do tapestry or intarsia, don't worry. Tanya has some tutorials for you that are excellent. This blanket uses worsted weight yarn and a 6.5mm K hook. I just love that black and white buffalo plaid in this blanket, don't you? Okay, we've used a lot of worsted weight and some DK weight yarn so far in this roundup, but I'm going to throw this next pattern at you that has a super bulky weight yarn. That's right, super bulky, and it uses an 8mm L hook. This pattern is perfect for just getting something done quick. Maybe you're watching Netflix and you have a few hours. go ahead and crochet this up. You know, I suggest watching the BBC Pride and Prejudice, crocheting this blanket. By the end of it, it'll be all done. This blanket features the moss stitch, which is a really easy stitch to get into a nice rhythm to. It has a nice contrasting Christmassy colors, perfect for Christmas time. This is such a mindless stitch that will have you whipping through this blanket pattern in no time. Jamie from Remington Lane Crochet designed this pattern, and I think that it is just a classic Christmas blanket. Up next is the Mountain Pine Blanket. This is another tapestry crochet blanket using half double crochets. This is like the perfect blanket if you're just starting out with tapestry crochet. It comes with a simple pine tree chart, and you use half double crochets in the tapestry technique to crochet this up. It is found on Easy Crochet. This blanket uses worsted weight yarn and a size J 6mm hook. If any of these patterns sound interesting to you, make sure you go ahead and check out the roundup post that's on my website in the description box. It will lead you to all of the patterns in this roundup so far. If you like any of these, please give me a thumbs up and tell me which ones you like below in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Okay, enough of that little intermission. Let's go ahead and continue on with another one of my patterns. It is the Cozy Stripe Moss Lapghan. This is another blanket that uses that moss stitch. It's a simple, mindless crochet pattern. It uses worsted weight yarn in a size J 6mm hook. The way that it uses 3 different alternating colors, and you carry your yarn up the sides, it's easily to hide in the border, and then you don't have like any ends to weave in. I mean, just like a handful, but that is nothing when it comes to a color work pattern. You can crochet this up in the traditional Christmas colors, or go to your stash and find some leftover yarn. This is a perfect scrap busting pattern. Okay, we're going to introduce another colorwork technique called corner to corner. This next blanket is the Christmas corner to corner crochet blanket by Lovable Loops. It uses worsted weight yarn and a 5.5 hook, which is a size I. This pattern is one that is perfect for crocheting up in the summertime because you'll be making different squares and seaming them together at the end. There are different Christmassy themed squares like Santa Claus and snowman and reindeer, gingerbread men, stuff like that. Really fun designs for Christmas time. This next blanket is one of those timeless classic Christmas blankets. It reminds me a lot of a candy cane. It is the classic Christmas blanket, and it is a chevron design. So zigzags of white and red. Uses a size I, which is a 5.5mm hook, and worsted weight yarn. It was designed by Rich Textures Crochet, and this is a perfect pattern for any crocheter to crochet up. Just when you're looking for that classic Christmas design to give to anybody, a nice chevron pattern is just what you need. It practically screams Christmas. This is a 1-row repeat, and it's worked in the back loop only, so it gives a nice subtle texture as well. If you're looking for another easy blanket that is perfect to crochet in those hot months, then this blanket is for you. It is by Fospa Design, and it is the Easy Plaid Blanket. This blanket has 20 different crochet squares. A lot of them are different plaid colors, as well as some snowflakes and poinsettias, making this a perfect blanket for Christmas. Since it contains all those different squares, you can crochet those up. You don't have to have all of that yarn on your lap when you're crocheting in the hot, hot sun. You can just crochet up these squares as you go and then seam them together at the end. If you love to play with crochet texture, colors, and shapes, then this blanket is just for you. It uses a DK weight yarn and a 5mm H hook. This next blanket also features different squares, and it was another crochet along hosted by me and designed by myself and a group of other fantastic designers. This is a corner to corner blanket, and it's called the Nordic Winter AFCAN. This was the first crochet along that I ever ran, and it's kind of the blanket that really kickstarted my career, as you will, as a crochet pattern designer. It really got me interested in hosting crochet alongs, and it's just my pride and joy. So I hope that you love it. It features 12 different Nordic winter themed, so think Nordic stars, snowflakes, bells, birds, houses, things like that. The charts for this corner to corner pattern are still free on the designer's website. And if you like written instructions and color block, you can buy that ebook for that pattern as well. If you don't know how to do corner to corner, don't worry, I have some tutorials for you, and you can be able to work up this blanket easily in no time. This blanket uses a size H 5mm hook and a worsted weight / DK. It's like really light worsted yarn, almost a DK weight yarn. If you just crochet up one of these squares per week, you'll have this blanket done before Christmas time with a little bit of wiggle room. So go ahead and get started. If you're looking for another easy but textured Christmas blanket, then this pattern by Crafting Each Day is just for you. It's called the Easy Christmas Blanket, and it features a nice lacy, breathable pattern so that it's not so heavy and weigh you down, but it's breathable yet structured. Use a shell stitch and double crochet stitches to bring this beautiful lacy pattern for you. It uses worsted weight yarn and a size J 6mm hook. This easy lace stitch pattern is perfectly doable for any crocheter of any skill set. Coming at you with another mosaic crochet pattern. If you love mosaic crochet but would rather do it in little bite-sized section, then this next pattern is just for you. It is the Mosaic Crochet Hexagon Snowflake Blanket and was designed by Brianna K Designs. I just love this one. I wish I had time to make it up right now, but I know you're gonna love it too. You're gonna crochet up these snowflakes using mosaic crochet, and then you seam them all together in the end. That makes it a very travel-friendly project that you can seam together as the weather gets cooler. Blanket uses worsted weight in a size I 5.5mm hook. And last but certainly not least is our final pattern, which is from Malu Knits. This is called the All Is White Christmas Throw with pom-poms. It's a nice easy blanket that features a nice snowy white with some contrasting Christmassy colors thrown in there as well. And then we finish it off with some bright and cheery festive pom-poms that'll just brighten anyone's day. The designer uses an interesting colorwork technique that I've never used before, but she has a video tutorial on it. It'll become a breeze in no time. This technique is super easy, and the designer has provided a video tutorial to help you out. This blanket is sure to get you in the cheerful spirit. It uses a bulky weight yarn in a size J 6mm hook. Go check it out. That is the end of my Christmas blanket crochet pattern roundup. You can crochet any of these blankets any time of the year. Get the full list and all the links to all the blankets using the link to the roundup on my website. Please note some of these patterns are free and some of them are paid for, but all of them are perfect for the Christmas/wintry holiday season. If you like this roundup, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends so they can crochet these Christmas blankets as well. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell to be notified anytime any of my videos are released. I post lots of yarn related content such as these roundups, tutorials, things like that. Please comment below with which of these blankets you're going to make this holiday season. Are you going to keep them for yourselves or are you going to gift them to other people? Let's discuss down below. Well, you guys, happy holidays no matter what time of year it is. Happy crocheting!